Here are the top reasons why you're not getting the score that you really need for your IELTS writing test. 1. You're not following instructions. 2. Your writing is very messy. 3. You're not showing enough vocabulary. 4. You're making too many mistakes. Hi everyone, how's it going? How's your IELTS practice? My name is John Paul, and for the past 15 years, I've been teaching IELTS and helping students to achieve their target band score for the IELTS exam. Today, we're going to be discussing the 4 major reasons why you're struggling to get that IELTS writing score. Specifically, we will be talking about the essay writing, which is the second part or the second task in the writing test. As you know, IELTS is an English exam, and so whenever you're writing something, you will be assessed based on a set of band descriptors or a criteria. There is a rubric that they have to follow, and they look like this. Each section is focused on a different set of criterion, and students are expected to meet these in order to get their desired score. The first reason why students are not getting their desired band score, and I think that this is the most common, is that they're not following instructions. In the IELTS, there is what we call task response, which is the first criterion. Task response simply means that your writing is addressing the task that was given. In order to understand that, we have to know that the questions in the IELTS are always laid out in the same structure. The first part is called the topic, and the second part is called the task. The topic basically sets the scope of what you're going to be writing about, and it also limits what you can write. If you're writing something which is remotely not even related to the topic, you're definitely going to get penalty from your score, and which will impact your score negatively. The second part is the task. It is how you should be organizing your writing and how you must lay out your ideas. So for example, in this case, the question is asking about the reasons and the solutions to a problem, while the other part is asking to what extent do you agree or disagree about this. The task is very clear, and that is what you need to do when you write. If you don't follow this, you will have a severe penalty from your score, no matter how good your piece of writing is. The second main reason is your writing is too messy. And I'm not talking about your handwriting, because obviously we know there is now a computer-based IELTS test. Messy means that it's very difficult to understand what your point is, or your ideas are everywhere. So your paragraph does not have a main central focus. A good piece of writing, which is easy to understand, must be cohesive. That means all the ideas in your writing agree with each other. A good thing to remember is that your writing must have paragraphs, and each paragraph has a central focus, which is called the topic sentence. The other parts of the paragraph exists for the main purpose of supporting that topic sentence. For example, it would explain more in detail or provide examples to support the main topics. And the third main reason is that you're not showing enough vocabulary. So when we're talking about enough vocabulary, it means that as you write about the topic, you're demonstrating that you have a wide range of vocabulary, which is enough to support your main topic without having to use the same words repeatedly. Remember, you will be writing at least 250 words in your essay. And throughout that essay, if you're repeating the same words again and again and again, your vocabulary tends to be repetitive, and it shows that you have limited vocabulary. Also, in this part, you must be able to show good academic words. Because the IELTS is an exam, you're supposed to be using appropriate formal English vocabulary. So slang or very informal words will not be given any points. The last main reason is that you're making too many mistakes. Now remember, the IELTS is an English proficiency exam. Similar to all English proficiency exam, you will be measured of how accurate you can write sentences in English. So that includes whether you're making a lot of spelling mistakes or grammatical errors. There are two main kinds of errors in the test. The first one is simply called a slip-up. When a reader would read your essay, he can still understand what you're talking about because the reader is able to correct your error and it doesn't lose understanding. The second one is a deeper mistake where there are wrong use of tenses, or because of your mistakes, it may be very difficult to understand what you're really trying to say. And this has a bigger impact on your score, and it does affect it negatively. Always remember, if you're aiming a higher band score, for example, a band score of 7, the IELTS specifically states that the student must produce mostly error-free sentences. And I'm going to emphasize the word mostly because in terms of percentage, that will be more than 90%, that you're able to write sentences without noticeable errors. If you want to improve more on that, you can go and study more about the rules of grammar. Also, it is helpful in this part that you produce grammatical range. So what does that mean? You're able to write various sentence structures. So when you write, you must be able to produce a mix of simple sentences, compound sentences, and even complex sentences. If you're writing all too simple sentences, your writing may look very childish or immature. Or, on the other hand, writing too many complex sentences will make your reading very difficult or stressful to read. So, there must be good control of your sentences. In the next videos, I will be discussing about each of these criterion in more detail. And I will be giving you some instructions about how we can meet each criterion and what things we should avoid. Also, if you would like to read more about where we got these ideas, this information is actually available from the IELTS as a band descriptor for writing, the public version. I'll put down the link and you can find them on the different websites, but they follow basically the same rules. And that is what the examiners use when they look at your essays and give marks to your writing. Please, if you've enjoyed or learned something from this video, I do hope that you click the subscribe button so that I can know that I'm reaching an audience who are practicing their IELTS and that my videos are helping you guys. And also, if you'd like, please click on the notification button so that you'd know every new video that I'm producing. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!